Hi guys, welcome to my page. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this live. So we're not going to waste a lot of time tonight. I'll allow my friend to introduce herself and just welcome you to the live.
My name is Frida Tate, and welcome to the live. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining us. So I'm so sorry I put, like, for those of you that are watching from Facebook, I know I put that will be live at 4:30, which is my time, and 10:30 Zambian time, but due to circumstances we couldn't. So oh, I'm sorry, Kelly. It could have been an error, like in a typo. Yeah. So it's femininity. Okay. So we're talking about how women have lost their femininity. Okay.
That's
So
right.
it has to be, yes. It's femininity. Yes. So that's what we're talking about. Yeah. So we'll have to talk about what femininity is and just how we lost it as women, why a lot of women have lost it. So I have my friend with me. We'll be
Yeah.
discussing. And if you guys have any points or any suggestions or comments, you can throw them right there in the comment section, and I'll be able to read them out. Or okay, teacher Kelly. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for the correction. Yeah. So we're not, you'll be excusing us. So sometimes we are, we're not born with this language. So sometimes some words run away from our mouth. So that should be an excuse. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. That's it. We're talking about how did we lose it? How are we women not feminine anymore? What do you think? What are the reasons?
Yeah. Chile, you can go ahead and uh, uh, define what femininity is. Like,
Yeah. So at least I'll just put it in simple terms,
yeah.
whereby I would say it's the softness that comes with a woman, like the nature of a woman, the way a woman is wired. A woman is wired in a very soft way, whereby she nurtures, she grows, all these things that surround the goodness about a woman. So in simple terms, that's what I would say. The softness, the soft part of a woman. Yeah.
Now,
So,
I throw this question to you. Do
oh
you,
yes, Kay, thank you so much for the correction. Mhm.
yeah, do you think as women we have lost that softness or nurturingness? I don't know if that's even a word, but do you think we've lost it?
Yes, we have.
Oh, how? Why?
Yes, we have, and I would say so in the sense that a lot of women right now are so drawn to the extremes of being independent. So that has brought about a lot of things. It's good to be independent. It's good for you to have a career, for you to find yourself. Because before anything, you have to find yourself. You need to know who you are. You need to know, okay, what do you want to become? Okay. So a lot of women have become independent and too independent such that um they think that they can do it all by themselves, and that's not the reason. I have come to learn that from interactions from so many people, you
Yeah.
find that because a lot of men have not um, taken up the leadership role in homes, in relationships, and the women, because they've been so independent, they take it up. And the fact that a lot of men have ceased to be providers, they want a woman also to do the same. So this is how it works. So if a woman goes to work, and the man goes to work, right? Because they have to both say, okay, the house is 3,000, give me 1,500, I put 1,500. The bills, electricity, whatever is this much. So give me this, I give you this. So now this is the situation. A woman will go out, hustle, and put the 50, right? Again, remember, from way back, or from time immemorial, women are supposed to be, you know,
Help.
perhaps like from where we come from, we have to cook, you have to do so many things in the house. Okay, so now this is where it comes in to say, okay, I'm so busy, I'm so tired as well, can you please cook? Or I'm so tired as well, oh, let's order McDonald's. Okay, because now everything is like a bit messed up and stuff. So um oh, there, Kelly says, that's my experience as a Black American woman. Independence is forced on us. Yeah. So, independent, no woman wants to be that extreme independent. Okay. We want to have a career, we want to have this, but no one wants to be pushed to be the leader of the house, to be, okay, you have to do this, you have to do this. At the moment, you have to do so many things that are supposed to be done by a man, you grow this masculinity that propels you to be, to become like one. Okay, because you feel like, oh, I can do this, I can do this. And sometimes that's why I say too much independence and femininity doesn't balance. It does not. Okay. It doesn't balance because this one requires you to be soft. The other one requires you to be tough. Okay. You have to face the whatever. And so for you to operate in your masculinity, in your femininity, it has to be, um, you have to be in a situation where you are, let's say you are given the space to be soft. Okay, you're not gonna be soft if you're always crowded with your minds, all this and stuff and stuff. Yeah, so those are my 2 cents to the topic. Yeah, that's what I can say more, but these are the things that I think have led to women. Every woman wants to, okay, spend, because you can see in our group, there are so many groups. Like, I have the kids, when I have a child, I join these groups. Okay, you can see how hard it is for these women to leave their homes when it's time to go to work. Okay, but they have no choice because they have to go to work, they have to contribute towards the bills. So you see women complaining every time and every day that, oh my god, I have to go back to work. If I don't go to work, how am I gonna contribute to the household? So all those things shows you to say women are forced to be independent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, to a large extent. But I noticed there's one thing that you said, like, which is actually the key. You said something like too much
Hmm.
masculinity,
Hmm.
right? So,
Yeah.
meaning that a little bit of masculinity is okay. Am I right or am I right?
No, 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 no. As a woman, you're not supposed to be masculine at all. You are a woman, you're supposed to be feminine, you're supposed to be soft.
Okay.
That's your nature.
There
Yeah.
I do not agree, just
Hmm.
because, uh, yes, I know there's this makeup that God has given us, the femininity,
Hmm.
right? Where you are
Hmm.
soft, you are nurturing, and you are whatever, whatever. But then there's instances, because honestly speaking,
Yeah,
you
there's always, that's an exception. That's an exception. There's always an exception to every general rule. So
yes, yes, and
not where it's supposed
I,
to be like all the time you have
I
to.
do agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
Uh, so I got on with my thoughts. I was thinking, not every man, 100% of men are right there, the masculinity, and showering you with all the masculinity there is, because there's just some men that are not like that, right?
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah. So, what do you do as a woman? You've got all these kids, they want to eat, they need to do this, they need to do this. What are you just going to stay there and like, oh, I'm feminine, so therefore no.
No way. Listen.
Where?
The Bible doesn't say that either. Okay, it doesn't say that about a woman. It says a woman should be productive. Okay, in
Yeah,
your productivity, it doesn't show where you have to be masculine to do that. There are things that make you be masculine. Let's say if there is no difference between a man and a woman, for example, in
yeah,
a home. Okay, so this is what happens. There's rent to be paid, yeah. There are other bills to be paid, and there's not only material things. Okay,
yeah,
there are roles that are supposed to be done by a woman. There's roles that are supposed to be done by a male. So all of these, like both of these people have their own roles. This one, this one, this. The moment you leave your role to get into the other gender's role is when you lose your masculinity or your femininity.
yeah,
Okay, so, what is a man supposed to be in a home, and what is a woman supposed to be in a home? The
help.
Bible says itself in Proverbs that a woman should be productive. It didn't say you sit back and watch. No, 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 no. You have to be productive in so many ways
Yeah,
and still preserve your femininity. Yeah,
yeah,
what gets you out of your femininity is when you get to start doing the roles that are supposed to be done by a male.
yeah.
Okay, and
So
then
I was,
you get this authority of a male, and then that takes out the softness in you because now you are operating as a man. You get it.
but you know what? Like
Hmm.
marriages, you find that there's this man. Yes, he is supposed to be the head of the
Yes.
house, the head
Yeah.
of uh he to some extent he's a disciplinarian, right? And then uh maybe he's so preoccupied with whatever
Yeah.
he's doing such that he is not there to provide discipline for the children.
Yeah.
This when
Yeah.
you step up, because you are not just going to sit there and let
Mhm.
the children go wayward, because
No.
the other gender, the
Uh-huh.
head is not providing. Let me just give you an example.
Yeah.
I was 9 months pregnant,
Yeah.
very, and like back in Africa, we are so that masculinity, whatever,
Yeah.
losing femininity hasn't completely caught on. We are not, uh, we are not so, you know, indoctrinated by the
Yeah.
culture in America, right? I wish we
Yeah.
were, but it's catching on slowly. It's catching on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
my parents had come to visit me in Canada,
Yeah.
right? And then
Hmm.
for the longest time, I have been telling the other gender, oh, please set up this crib for my baby because the baby is about to come anytime and blah, blah. And then he kept on like, oh, tomorrow, 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 tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. It's okay.
yeah, then what did I do? Very pregnant. I put on bigger pants and I'm like, I am going to do it. And I started setting up the crib for the baby. My mother, being from old school, thinking like, oh, but your husband is supposed to do this. I'm like, and yeah, go to the back seat. Just sit in the back seat. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I've been singing this song for a long time, and I'm so tired. let me do it. And
That's okay. Those are gender roles. Okay, if you can do dishes, a man can do dishes. Okay, that does not take away your femininity at all. If you
yeah,
can,
but
if you can, there are things
I
that you
also
can
get
do, like putting up a crib. You can do that. Like putting a bulb, if a bulb is done and then you have to exchange it, that doesn't make you any
but
masculine at all.
saying
Yeah,
is
it's different.
I'm pregnant up to here.
No,
Okay?
that's fine. That. It's like you're exercising. It's okay.
Oh,
That doesn't take away. Yeah, it's fine. That's just a gender role. Okay, it's
all
just a
right.
gender role. Like it's just like washing dishes. A man can wash dishes like you can wash dishes. Yeah, a
Yeah.
man can cook like you can cook. But there are things that are supposed to be done by a male, and there are things that are supposed to be done by a woman. So when you stay in your lane as a woman and the man stays in a lane as the man, then you preserve your own femininity. What I mean is that, okay, let's talk about authority, okay?
Yeah.
Like we talk about authority, like from the cover, like who's where and who's where and who's where. So the moment you become, you have to make a lot of decisions to say, oh, I have to do this. Like you said, to give an example, to say the kids are hungry, whatever is going on, there's nothing, then the man is not doing anything, then I have to take up this role of, providing for the family, which is providing for the family is the basic, is what a
Um,
man is supposed to do. Okay,
yes.
that's what a man is supposed to do. A man is a provider. Whatever you say, whatever nobody is going to say, whatever is going to change the what it is. A man is supposed to be a man. A man is supposed to be a provider, not only financial needs. Okay, everything. The man should provide everything. It
Everybody,
doesn't mean it's money
emotional.
only. It's a lot that comes into that word
Yeah.
provider. Okay, so when you take that up as a woman already, you're gonna lose your softness somehow, because you cannot have both. You can't be soft again and you can, be, and be the head. So there's just two different things. So this is why a lot of men have forced a lot of women to be masculine. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
there are just some women that want to be, they call it independent, but it's masculinity for me, because the moment you try to say, no, I can do, like, I can do good. I can do good. I can do good. I can do without you. I can do without that. I can do without that. Then that independence is extreme and it has conflicted with your nature of being a woman. Yeah. So those are the things that
But I asked the
those are
question. Here is
yeah,
my uh you have this person, this man, this
yeah,
other in your life, but
yeah.
he not just propel or he doesn't have this get up and go kind of thing to go and do what he needs to do. What is a woman supposed to do?
Get up and do what you're supposed to do. Feed your kids. That's the reason now a lot of women are so independent and
Yeah,
overly independent, because they want to fill in the gap. Okay,
yeah,
the gap,
yeah, but
like you said, you spoke about discipline. Okay, you spoke about disciplining the kids. You spoke
yes,
about, those, like, there's just a difference. There's just a difference when a man does something and the woman does something in the house. Okay, because
but
like it's like you're looking up to someone, your leader, right, who's up
yes,
there. You have to,
because
yeah.
as women, we are just
Mhm.
wired. I mean, yes, obviously the Bible talks
Yes,
about
God has given us the power. God has given us that thing in us, like we can do anything. We
yeah,
can do anything. That's the reason. If a man has failed his role, women have taken up, because we are more than equal to the task. Of
yeah,
which women are just forced into that. No woman wants to be in that place. Trust me. No
Yeah.
woman wants to be in that
And
place. But
and not
because
and it's not just that, because
mhm,
as women, believe it or not, we are so prepared to be submissive, to be a helper, to be soft, to a man. Like, because some men, we actually remind them, oh, okay, you gotta do this and that, just secretly, right? Not within the public, just secretly, because you want your man to succeed. But then there's men that are just like laid back, like it's like, okay,
yeah,
yeah. And then these are the same
mm,
men, these are the same men. Uh
that wants
they
you to be a woman.
they are so they are so quick to feel disrespected. And
Yes,
then
and they want you to do your parts when they're not doing theirs, and that's where now imbalance comes in. And these are the men that are making the women to become like masculine, and now they start complaining, but
exactly.
they are forgetting to say. Because I remember I listened to some teaching by the late Miles Monroe. Okay, he was saying a woman is wired with a lot of ideas, and those ideas are to benefit you men. Okay, so if you are not using those ideas that God gave them, they are going to do it by themselves. So if you see, oh, this man is not doing nothing, so I'll get up. Okay, I'll get up and do something by myself because I want to see my children starve. I won't see my children do this, so I'll wake up. That's the reason you find that in America, they leave children as early as 2 weeks to go to work. You go to daycare and you find different classes. This is 2 weeks, this is 1 month, this is what. How would you feel as a woman to leave a 2 weeks old baby to go to work? Why? Do you
Yeah.
think a woman likes it? She
No.
doesn't like it, but she has no choice. Okay? She doesn't have a choice. What do? It's either I stay here, watch over my child, and let everybody starve. Then what do? Let me just take the baby. Okay? I'll take the baby to daycare. They'll take care of the baby as I take care of business. Okay. So this is why a lot of women have just, gone out there. Don't expect such a woman to be soft. No, you can't have it both because she has to do all this and still cannot manage to maintain it because she's stressed out. She's got so much to think about. She's got so much in her mind. So she's taken up a role which is not hers, and still she has her own roles to take. So this is why you see that a lot of women have become so independent and they don't want to be told nothing. Okay? Because they've reached the limits. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah. So the only way you can bring that woman up back to the femininity era or femininity period is when you take off the load on her shoulders. Take it up. When you take it up, then she can flourish in her femininity, and then everybody to enjoy. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
That's just as simple as that. Yeah, that's as simple as it is.
Yeah. And the truth be told, as we we just don't like or set out to be independent because we want
No.
to. It's because the other people are not doing their thing. They are not doing their
Yeah.
role. And so, like
Mhm.
you mentioned, like, are we just going to uh, look at the kids starve, or are we going to look at the kids not being disciplined? Like, you just
Mhm.
take that role. It's not
Mhm.
your thing, but because there is no one else to do it for you, then you do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there are men that have That have it all. Okay, there are men that are rich, they have the money, they have everything, but they want something that is close to slavery from their women. Okay, and some women don't want that. Okay, that's the reason now they don't want to say, okay, I don't want to rely on his money, because if I rely on his money, it's gonna tell me to do this, to do that, to do this, to do this. So if I tell you to jump, you jump. If I tell you to dance, you dance. If I tell you to do what, to do what. It takes me back to say we just have to go back and see what why did God create a woman, and why did God create a man, and what roles are they supposed to do. And if you read in the book of Corinthians, it has really, really explained it so well. Okay,
Yeah.
and you don't even have to have conflict over nothing. Yeah. So, and then sometimes you find that it's not someone's will, a woman's will, to be independent. Sometimes the background matters too. You don't expect somebody who never grew up experiencing love or softness to come and have it when they grow up, because they never had it. Mm. So yeah, so that's how it is. We have some comments here. Logan Isaac, thank you for coming. I appreciate you coming. And Pinjani, David, thank you so much for being here. Yeah. So Kelly has been writing some comments. She
Okay.
says, we were told we are not women. We are beasts. We are strong. We are not built in the same lanes as fair skinned women. We have been abandoned and told we are equal. Western figure it out yourself. Mhm. That's my experience as a Black woman. Independence is forced on us. It is. I agree with you. I agree with you. So she says another, I think I saw something else. Logan says the man must be responsible. Yes, and Kelly, let me tell you
Yeah.
this. This is not really common in Africa. African men, we have to applaud them because they don't want to be feminine. They want to be masculine. They want to be
Yes.
proud of whatever they do to their
Why?
family. Okay, yeah. Also, the Arabs, the Indians. I see all these people. They all this. I have seen this trend right in America. That's why I have seen it so prevalent. Like, it's even a debate in Africa. Before you marry someone, you have to have a place to take that person. Okay, they'll ask you, do you work? Oh, okay. Do you have a home? You want to marry our daughter? Do you have a home? Do you work? Eh? They'll ask you, what will you be feeding her? They won't say whatever. On top of it, you as a man will be asked to pay for marrying this woman. Okay, you're not just gonna get her and have a wedding. No, so it starts from there. So in Africa, we still have a lot of masculine men. Okay, if there is a few of them have have
Have
turned around, but most of them are very masculine, I mean, they have to take care of you, and this is what they are proud of. Okay, they'll take
okay.
care of you because they're expected to do so. In Africa, there's no one who goes to marry and say, okay, we'll do like it. Rent is 2,000, you put 1,000, I put 1,000. Food is 1,000, you put 1,000, I put 1,000. Most women in Zambia, like where we come from in Africa, they work, but nobody's forced, like nothing is forced on them to say, okay, your salary here, bring 50, 50, 50 here. Most of them just use it for whatever they want, maybe to decorate the house, to buy
Yeah.
stuff for the kids, to do
Cause
whatever they have to do, their money on, maybe
in
to
Ghana,
shop for themselves. Yes,
yeah, in
men in Africa are still men. They
Africa,
go to work.
your money is our money. My money
Yes,
is my money.
yeah, yeah. Yes, they do that and they pay. So a man has to pay the school fees. A man has to pay the house. I know it sounds too much, but it's a job of a man to provide, and it's a lot of job for a woman as well to do other things because Okay, let me be honest, guys. I have lived both lives. I have led a career life. I have been staying home. So I know both lives. And I don't want to be staying home anymore because it's too much. It's a lot of work. It's underrated. A lot of people underrate people that just stay home, but it's a lot. Okay, it's a lot of work. And people say, oh, she's just staying at home. She's doing what? It's a lot of work. Yeah, back to business. So that's how our men are wired, like our Zambian men or African men, not only in Zambia. Yes, the men in Africa, oh my goodness, they take pride in being men, in being leaders of the household. They
Yeah,
even boast. They even boast how they did this for their wives. They did that for their wives, or how they are, it's just as it was supposed to be, as it was meant to be. Okay, so when I come here, on the other hand, in America, it's a debate just for a man to do what he's supposed to do. It's a debate. No, 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 no. In Africa, that doesn't exist. And people have their jobs like 9 to 5. They live in beautiful houses, which comes with bills, a lot of bills for that matter. So it's pressure. So the pressure is what they like. So when you remove it to give them your parts, they'll think you are at like this. Yeah, like you are equal. Yeah. So yeah, Kelly, what does Kelly say? And Kelly, if a woman has to provide, being a man's slave is not worth it. Exactly. Another way women are forced into independence, of course. Yeah. Then Penjani says responsibilities of the house must be taken care of by the man. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's how our African men are. Everywhere in Africa, trust me. Everywhere in Africa. It doesn't mean Southern Africa, Eastern Africa, or whatever, Northern Africa. Every man in Africa is a provider. If you see one who is not, trust me, is providing somewhere else.
yeah. But just to add on what Chile has said, this is not to say as a woman, because remember in the Bible, we learn that a woman is a helper to a
Yeah,
man, right?
yeah, yeah,
Having said that, it's not to say that if the woman is in a position to help out a man, he like she can go ahead and help out a man. For
yes,
example,
yes, yes, yes,
goes on hard times. Maybe,
yes,
maybe he had this job, and all along he's been doing things for the household, providing for the household and stuff like that. But then life happens where
yes,
maybe laid off. He cannot afford to pay
yeah,
that he used to. All right.
yes,
Now
yes,
the woman comes in as a help.
yes. Yes, and
Help the
even
man.
now, even before that circumstance, a woman, remember what I said, a woman is not just supposed to sit and say, you have to be productive. Okay. There's so
Yeah.
many ways you help the man. You help the man, maybe help him go, like I was telling you. When I listened to that message where he was Miles Monroe was saying a woman was wired with a lot of ideas. And that's true. We have so many ideas whereby the other gender can be thinking of this, and then you think 3 times more because it's a gift God gave us. Okay. And then you say you give this idea and it triples whatever that that thought was. Okay. And so it doesn't help, comes in a lot of words. It comes in when, even now, even when he still has a job, and you feel like you can fill in. Let's say, okay, I can take up these bills. I can pay for electricity. I can buy the school uniforms for the kids. I can be doing food for the kids. You're lessening the burden. You lessen in the burden and stuff. So that's the reason you're not just supposed to be seated, because again, Proverbs 30 says you're supposed to be productive as a woman. You wake up early in the morning, you go to the garden, you do what? It gives so many examples of, that Frida is saying, we don't just fold our arms. Even when our men are providers, we also chip in so many times. So you can say, oh, I'll pick up these bills. And sometimes circumstances happen, like she's saying, where this provider has been providing for you guys, and then something happens, suddenly he doesn't have a job, the business crumbles, because life happens, guys, life happens. That's the reason you have to also be doing something just in case. Okay, so when that happens, you have to take care of him too until he gets back to his feet. So how is he gonna get back to his feet? Because you're gonna help him. It's not because you're gonna give him the money to get a job or to start a business or to get a job. You're gonna be there to help him and make him realize he still can make it. Okay, even if he lost this, he lost that, through so many things, like through the ways you encourage him, the way you just, make it easy for his life to go on. You know what I mean? So if such a provider came across such circumstances, then you can chip in. Now you're the provider. That works. Yeah, you can provide. And trust me, they don't like it. They don't like it that you provide. If a man likes it that you provide, then there should be something wrong with that man. Trust me, a lot of things that are wrong, because some men, like some in Africa, I knew of some men that developed depression because the wife was the one doing all these things. Okay, because they are wired to say you are the provider, but that's not supposed to be the case, where you can get to extremes of becoming depressed because you are no longer feeling like a man in the house. So this is now where it comes in. When you provide, doesn't mean now you have to be showing, no, you are the leader because you are the one providing. You are the what? You are the ones that are depressing these people. Mhm. Even when they've been providing, just because you've provided for 3 months or for 2 months, now you should suffer. He should suffer now. Oh, feeling making him feel bad. That's not nice. Yeah, that's not nice. So Kelly says, yes, that's of short supply in America, even amongst the other ethnic groups. Yes, it's very common in America. Like the Arabs are not like that. Like the whole entire continent of Africa is not like that. The
I,
Arabs, the
but
Indians, the
let me say,
Chinese.
let me
Yeah.
say, let me say one thing. Unfortunately,
Mm,
when people move from wherever they were, for
yeah.
example, Africa, and they get to America, they
Yeah.
start,
They start adapting.
they become indoctrinated because suddenly they are feeling that that's a way of life.
Yeah, but you know why? And it's very common with Zambians. Most of the people, like Africans, they don't come here to replace their culture. Zambians, it's very easy to replace your culture. They want to fit in, which is wrong. Okay, you find that a Nigerian will be here promoting fufu, how to eat fufu, how to eat and mix all those things, the derele and the whatever. In Zambia, we can never do that, because when we come, oh, we were, why are you doing this? Now we don't want our children to be eating in Shima, which is our heritage. We want to say,
Oh,
no,
oh,
they
oh,
don't like it. They
I
don't
beg,
like it. And so they come here, they know to say, as the man, you're
yeah,
supposed to be
but
this. They
say
come here and they want to
now,
adapt to the Americans
beg,
now, to say, come
I
here,
beg
put
to
here, and I
differ on
put.
that. I beg to differ on that because I have personally gotten white girls in Canada crying because the guy is not just able to provide, right? So the woman is doing everything, doing the application letters. Like, these people, like the West Africans, oh my goodness, once you show them that you can provide for them, then that's it. Yeah, you write the application letters. They just want the job to be dropped in their lap. That here is the job, and then
Yeah, when you, well, like you said that word, when you show them. So you don't show them, just be you and don't be like somebody you're not. So show them who you are. when you show them this is who I am, nobody's gonna change what you are. Okay, you have to
Yeah,
stick to
but
what you know. You need to stick to
like
what you are. So, like I was saying, it was about how you treasure, because you say that people change, and I have seen a lot of people that have changed a lot, especially from my country. They're adapting to the ways Americans live. Okay, the fact is we are not Americans. We are here. Okay, quite all right. People may be citizens and they're Americans, but that doesn't mean you should forget your culture. You should forget who you are. Like when you have interacted with a lot of people, like the the people from Israel, what do you call them? Uh, what
the
do you call these people from Israel?
Arabs,
The what?
Arabs,
No, they're not Arab. No,
the Jewish,
the
whatever.
Arabs are from.
Or
I
from
don't
the
know
Middle.
why I forgot it.
Okay,
I don't know why I forgot it. The people from Israel, what are they? They are. I don't know why I forgot it. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Yeah, they everybody preserves their culture, like wherever the Chinese, the Indians, everyone. It's only people like us, especially us. I'm not including Nigerians because I've been to Nigerians in America. They still live like Nigerians. Zambians, we are a big problem. We are a very big problem. We want to adapt. Oh, I go to America, I changed my ways. I have to live like Americans. You're not. Okay. You have a culture that you came with, that you grew up with, that you should instill in your children so that culture is not lost. Okay. Yeah. So I'm behind enemy lines in America. Yes. So Kelly, we'll find you an African man. Don't worry. We'll find you an African husband. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. It came, the name came and then it's gone. I'm so surprised. Yeah. So that's the oh, the Jews. Yeah, I wanted to say the
okay,
I
okay.
wanted to say the Jews, but it's not the Jews. Yeah. But the Jews. The Jews. If you go to their home, yeah, they observe every holiday like home. They do everything. They eat like home. They do, but they're in America. When you get to their home, it's in Israel. Okay? The home is in America, but it's in Israel. Okay? Meaning, whatever they do in Israel is what they do in America. Okay? There's nothing like, hey, wait, inne, abana banzi, muhira batera mute bari obwari barakana, tabari efi barakana. Look, it's your culture. Look at how everybody in the world is now eating fufu. Everyone and everywhere. Why? It's because the owners of the fufu are proud of their culture. You go to their homes, even Mexicans, you go to their homes, these children will be speaking English if they know you don't understand Spanish. You go to their home, there's no English, it's Spanish. You go to these Nigerians, the same. Us, Zambians, we are a problem. So I don't know what the problem is that we cannot stick to our culture and promote it. Okay, we've actually we've gone out of topic. Yeah, so that's another topic that has to be discussed because we have lost it. I've visited a lot of Zambians here, a lot of them. It's a sad story. If we have all these Zambians like this, we'll have no Zambia tomorrow because these people are just adapting to anything. In this same Zambian setup, you find that people are it's a shame. It's a shame. Yeah. So yeah, so let's preserve our culture, guys. And Panji says there comes a time when a man cannot manage all responsibilities because of funds, and that's where the woman comes in to share the responsibilities. Yes, that's very true. And sometimes if you as a woman, you have the money and there are so many bills, you take up the bills to lessen the man's burden. Yeah. You can take up the bills. You can say, oh, I'm going to be paying for like I got to work, like for example, you people in Africa, you are very blessed. You have people to help you. You have maids, so you find that the house is clean and perhaps the food is ready. And so there's no need for you to say, oh, like it is in America. In America, you come to work, whatever you left is what you find. Okay, if you didn't clean the house, you find it dirty. So when you get back to work, you clean, or you clean before you go to work, just like that. So it's so much to do. It's so much to do over here. So that's the reason everybody has to come in somehow. Yeah. So, if you guys, I think we've been here for some time. Frida, we've
Yeah.
been here for some time. What did you have to say?
Yeah. So we've been here for about 45 minutes. So
Oh, really?
is there any question? Like, okay, honestly speaking, uh, even with that said, with everything that we said here, right? Uh, we can actually bounce back quickly to our femininity if given a chance.
Yes.
The
Yes.
only, yeah, the only reason we are holding on to the masculinity, which is not actually our, because masculinity or whatever you call it, I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
Yes. Yes. You pronounce it right.
Yeah, so the masculinity is not in us.
No.
We are just picking it up because
Yeah.
another gender is not doing their thing.
Exactly.
We can let it go if given a chance to maintain our femininity.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of women are forced into that corner. A lot of women, like the example
I,
that I get,
I
you
just
you fought.
I just want to give an example of how, as women, we love our men and we do everything to protect their masculinity, even
Yes.
if they are not doing their part.
Yeah.
We, as women, we are so good. We try to protect their masculinity. I'm going
Yeah.
to give an example. This is maybe just a small thing.
Yeah.
However, you see the reason why I actually decided to talk about this example. A friend of mine, uh, this is a person that I know, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like they were married for a very long time. I
Mm-hmm.
am married for like 20 plus years. And then this guy did not buy a wedding ring for the woman. However, because she wanted to protect the masculinity of that man, to say, oh, my man loves me. And yeah, she went ahead and bought the wedding ring herself. She wore it. And then to the public, to everyone, it's the husband that bought it. But I was so close to her, I knew exactly where that ring came from,
Yeah.
right? So this is the, I know a lot of people are complaining about women becoming too masculine or whatever, whatever. But it's because they are just tired. You are
Yeah.
not up to the plate.
Doing your job. Yeah. Uh-huh.
You are not stepping up to the plate, doing your job. And this is the reason why they are filling in your job. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So the example that I just gave, uh, women would love to protect your masculinity, but for how long are they going to do that? Because
Mm-hmm.
one day or the other, it's just gonna come all crumbling, and it will be like, oh, actually, it's a woman that has been doing this and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then where is your ego now? So
Uh-huh.
because you guys, men, you want to maintain your ego, step up to the plate. Be
Yeah.
leaders.
Yeah.
Be leaders. Because we are okay being in our
Yeah.
position as a feminine,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Sheila, yeah, you can take it on.
Oh yes, I agree with you. I agree with you. That's correct. That's correct. Women are forced into this. No woman wants to be masculine. No, every woman wants to be in a place where they are pampered, where they are praised, where they are done. Because she's a woman. That's why uh, every when they were young, we call them when children are young, like girls, we call them princess. You know what a princess is. So you know what they want to hear, and so they grow up like that because that's how God created them. And that they grow up with the softness. So some women don't grow up with the love and they don't feel that thing. So they just are raised independent. So those are the women now that are not that are supposed to tone down. Okay. You find that this woman even has a man who's the provider, but she says, no, I don't want you to provide everything because I don't want you to rule over me. I want to also contribute. Okay. Those are the things that we see happening. Okay. They'll say, no, if a man pays for my bills, for my rent, he pays for everything, then he'll be like bossing me around. I don't want to be a slave. Okay. Because they don't understand what it is to be feminine. They don't understand what it is to be taken care of. So this is why we still have those people that even stand out in the open or making groups to say, no, we can do this, we can do that, we can do whatever. It's because they did not or they have not experienced that the life that is supposed to experience. Okay, so you find that now they just want to be on top. They just want to be what do they like to say? They like to say um no, I'm a feminist. I'm a whatever. I'm a whatever. I'm a whatever. It comes with a lot. You know, you're just a woman. You're just supposed to just be a woman and be in the place that God created you to be because it's beautiful. It's stress free. It's just nurturing. Okay. So if you have means or you should, of which you should contribute in so many ways, financial wise too. Okay, doesn't mean that, oh, okay, um this is how we're gonna get back to the feminine nature. This is how, because the more you want to be a loggerhead, or you would say, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that, then we won't get there. We won't get there. It's like we've just lost it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's like we've just lost it. So um that's about it.
Yeah.
That's
So
about it.
yes, what does Kelly say?
She said, I don't know if she's still with us. Oh, she says, correct. I can confirm. Very intelligent. You brought that home. I think that's when you were saying that femininity, oh, masculinity is forced on us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that when you brought up that point, that's the time she dropped that comment to say, yes, that's true. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, no woman wants to be in that place. Trust me. Every woman wants to be, you know, chilling and being pampered. I'm not saying someone, no, 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 no. Don't take it that way. That you should still go and steal to make. No, no, no. I'm saying you can do that with words. You can say, oh, you're doing a great job, mama. Oh, you're doing whatever. Words
Yeah.
are powerful.
And you'd be very surprised that people, women, get melted. Even
Mm-hmm.
with a little thing, the husband
Yeah.
comes from work, brings even a candy, just something as simple as a candy. You
Yeah.
are on top of the world, like, oh
Yeah. You feel special. Just,
yeah, my husband brought this for me. A candy.
yeah.
It's like you are like, it's a 2 cent candy. Why
Yeah.
you
When you're
yeah,
so excited.
yeah. But women are like that. We are just so excited. We are so excitable over little things. Even one rose, just one rose, right? How much more if you are stepping up? Oh, Yeah, that's fine. Like my husband took care of the school fees for my child, for our child. You see, like it's so empowering, it's so invigorating, it's so like wow. And like I can't remember the scripture, but it says in the Bible, men should love their wives as much as they love their body. What does that mean? You love yourself, obviously. So if you love your wife as much as you love your body, it is so easy for a wife to respect you, to support you, like everything just falls in place. All right?
Mm-hmm.
It is
Mm-hmm.
so it is that easy.
Yeah. Like when you're leading her right, you have it all. You never see the masculinity in this woman. Never.
Exactly.
Never.
So,
Mhm.
but inversely, unfortunately, the opposite is true.
Yes.
When you don't do all that thing that we've talked about, the woman is gonna be like, oh, okay, what you can do, I can do. And
Mhm.
hence this thing that we are seeing, masculine women
Mhm.
that are just so like,
And now women have so much money that now
exactly,
they feel like they can control everything. Why? It's because they were forced into the position they were not supposed to be. So if you they were supposed to you're supposed to have a career, you're supposed to blossom in your calling and whatever, but there's some extent to which, when this woman has so much money, the man doesn't have so much money, and then there's that conflict. There are men that are intimidated by that success. Instead of moving as a team, it's because someone somewhere messed up.
because believe it or not, we are very smart.
Yeah, very.
So sometimes we just tone it down
Yeah.
because we obviously want the other gender to like, okay, like I'm going to push you, I'm going to tone it down because I want you to shine, right? But
Yeah.
then when they are not there to shine, you're like, okay, screw you, I can take it up and I will shine.
And bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And that's why I was saying when I was listening to that teaching some time back, some years back, it say I think I like to listen to people with wisdom, like Miles Monroe. He was saying women have a lot of ideas. So those ideas are
Oh, yeah.
supposed to be given to the man because God knew to say, okay, this one will have, that's why God says there's a helper here. I have filled this helper of yours a lot of ideas, a lot of wisdom, so that you can tap into it to get to your fullest potential. Okay.
Yes.
So your intelligence, your ideas, your whatever you are wired to do is for you, for his benefit. Okay, for James's benefit. So whatever you have there is for James to enjoy, to benefit. So you're
Yeah.
gonna tell James,
Yeah.
this is how what you're going to. Oh, you wanna go this way? How about if we went that way? Or we did this way and this way? I think this. And if James takes it, if he doesn't take it, you see that, and then when you see that it's not working, that's not that. Now when the women say, okay, fine, you don't want to do that, you don't want to do that, you don't want to do that, okay, let me do on my own. Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely.
Mm. So that's
Yeah.
why you see that a lot of women have become so masculine because they are not given the opportunity to be soft.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
So it will take a lot. It will take a lot for a woman who's bruised, a woman who's wounded, like emotional wise, to get back to that softness. They will need a leader. They will need some man who's stronger to do that, to take them back. So you have to up your game. Like Frida said, if you want her to be feminine, you have to bring it out of her because it's in there.
It's
Yeah.
trust me.
Yeah, it's in there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, well, guys, thank you so very much for watching the video, and your contributions are so much appreciated. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you so much. We do appreciate. So, Logan, the last man standing, Panji, Logan. Who else? Who else is here? Let's take note of this, Frida. Let's
Yeah.
take note of them so that we can I think they're about four because I know they're supposed to be sleeping, but they are here with us. So we can do
Oh,
some airtime. Yeah, we can do some airtime.
thank you. Thank you so very much. Much
Yeah.
appreciated. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. So Panji, Logan, I think I saw somebody else. Did I? These are the people that have been commenting. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? I saw somebody else. I saw somebody else. No, no, I think I did. But these people have stayed with us. So we'll do something, Frida, yeah?
Yeah. Logan,
Yeah,
the chocolate is coming your way. Would you like
yeah.
it?
Chocolate, how do you like it? Dark or white?
No.
Yeah, so thank you so much for standing with us, okay? We surely will have to do something because you've been with us for 1 hour. So we're happy you came. Kelly, thank you so much. And I promise you an African husband. I'm gonna fulfill, okay? Yeah, yeah, just let me know how you want him. Tall, short, brown, dark, dark,
Yes.
whatever. However you want, I can present it to you, huh?
Yeah. So can I like dark chocolate or
Yeah,
milk chocolate?
we'll
But
give you a provider. We'll send you a provider your way. You don't have to be independent no more. Yeah, you saw. Okay, guys, we have to go. We have to go. Thank you so much for being with us.
all right,
It's been
take care.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you
Good night.
and bye. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah. Join us tomorrow again.
Yeah, join us tomorrow.
Yeah, with a
Yes.
different.
Yeah, so Panji and Logan, chocolates your way, okay? You will get in touch with you.